Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? Man, oh man, how things are constantly changing in the sport of boxing. It wasn't that long ago that even Gervonta Tank Davis's trainers were saying that the fights between Devin Haney, Gervonta, and Shakur Stevenson, they have to happen. We have to find out who the best is. And once again, this is Gervonta's own trainer saying this. We won't know who the best is until they fight against each other. Now you fast forward to present day, right after Devin Haney beats Regis Prograis, Calvin Ford is now saying, forget about Gervonta Tank Davis. He literally said that. The fight that everyone wants to watch in the sport of boxing, Calvin Ford, he says, forget about it. Forget about Gervonta Tank Davis.
Forget about 40 now. Forget about 35. Forget about Tank. In my mind, and I said it in the ring, we going up to 47. Then I'm sitting there saying, damn, 47. Who they gonna fight at 47? The top dogs at 47 is Crawford and Boots. Yeah, Thurman. So I know y'all ain't gonna jump up there. Or y'all might fight Barrios. Might happen, might not happen. Then I looked across the border. I see Josh Taylor. That's who they gonna go at. Easy to make. Safer fight. Then it dawned on him. I said, dang, he couldn't make 40 because he had to strip all the way down. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me he a big boy. If you got to strip down at 40, you campaigning at 40, you shouldn't have to strip down at 40,
So trainer Calvin Ford is playing matchmaker for Devin Haney, but he's not including the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. He says he believes that Devin Haney will fight Josh Taylor, but Devin Haney doesn't take easy fights. He doesn't go after easy fights. He doesn't fight guys coming off of losses. However, it is important to note that Devin does have a mandatory, Sandor Martin, and he might actually be forced to either fight his mandatory or vacate the belt. But Devin Haney, he has a lot of big fights lined up right now. At least one of the main fights he has lined up is the Ryan Garcia fight, because Oscar De La Hoya really wants to put that fight together, and they're both fighting on DAZN. So it's also possible he could take the mandatory fight as a stay busy fight, and then his very next fight could be against Ryan Garcia. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised Calvin Ford, he never even mentioned Ryan Garcia's name when he was playing matchmaker for Devin Haney. It would make sense if Calvin Ford was saying that Devin Haney should fight these guys at 147, fight these guys at 140, et cetera, if Devin Haney was no longer calling out Gervonta. If Devin already said, look, I've moved on, I'm only focused on higher weight classes now, and I'm looking at, all the top guys at 147. I'm not even staying at 140 that long. If Devin was talking like that, then it would make sense for Calvin Ford to be talking about him fighting against everyone else except for Gervonta Tank Davis. But that's not the case. Devin made it very clear at the press conference after he beat Regis Prograis that the primary target is still Gervonta Tank Davis. And we all know, because Gervonta already moved up to 140 to fight Mario Barrios, that he can fight at 140. Now, unless Gervonta and his people are going to come out and they're going to reveal that Gervonta, when he moved up to 140, he felt that he was not ready for that weight class. He felt that, the guys were too big for him, and it's going to take some time for him to go back to 140. Unless they say something like that, then it would make more sense for Calvin Ford to rule out Gervonta Tank Davis as an opponent. But like I said, Devin Haney is calling out Gervonta Tank Davis right now.
Tank don't want to fight because if he really wanted to fight, then he would be trying to build up the fight instead of trying to knock it down, or try to say, oh, I'm only selling because of this or because of that. If he really wanted to fight me, he would be making it that it's a big fight, and it's the best fight for boxing. But he only talk down on the fight. But like I said many times, they say everything but let's fight.
Guys, I hope I'm wrong, but it's starting to look like after 2 years of the biggest fights in boxing, the sport has reached the climax. And now we might have to wait a couple years to get the big fights all over again. Because once again, Gervonta Tank Davis is showing zero interest in fighting against Devin Haney now. And that is one of, if not the biggest fight in the sport of boxing right now. But once again, after the performance that Devin Haney just put on against a really good champion, it's just going to put more pressure on Gervonta Tank Davis to take the Devin Haney fight. We'll see how long it takes. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.